last name and then spell it just to make sure everybody gets it right.
Okay. Frances, Frances, Lund, Lund.
And your title.
I am the professor and chair of the Department of Microbiology at UAB.
Tell us about how big of a deal is this for UAB to take on, this research right now. Tell us how big it is for UAB to work.
Okay, so there are lots of companies that will be trying to make vaccines in the coming months. And any vaccine that will eventually go into human has to be first tested in animals. And we look at the testing in animals to make sure that it's safe before it goes into humans, and also to evaluate whether it's likely to be effective in humans. So if it at least works in animals, then there's a chance it might work in humans. And so those are important first steps before anybody can go to a clinical trial for a vaccine. The vaccine that we're going to work on with the company E.Lund is one that has been already tested in humans for influenza, and basically they've modified it to try and do it now for COVID-19. So we already know that it's safe in humans, and so now we want to just see if it induces a good immune response to COVID-19 or to the SARS-2 virus in animals before they go into humans with it. So it's a big deal for us because it gives us an opportunity to participate in the development of a vaccine that has the chance to make a huge difference in this country and across the world. And lots of vaccines will get tested. We hope that at least one of them works, and this might be one of them. So it's great to be involved.
What about, do you have a timeline on when you hope to include it in the testing in mice? What about the target testing?
Yeah. So we hope the company Altimmune has already made or is already making the vaccine to test in animals, and we hope that we can start those tests in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and those will take about a month. And then after that, depending on the outcome of those results, they hope to move forward into human trials in the fall, is what their goal is.
What about, would UAB be considered for testing on human patients?
So the company will make the final decision, and obviously the FDA, which approves the clinical trials, will play an important role as well. But UAB does do phase 1 clinical trials for vaccines and has done them very successfully in the past. And I know that the company has talked to people here about participating in the trial if it should come to that. So whether or not we'll be here or not, I don't think we know for sure. But I think we have the capacity to do it, and we hope that we will be included.
What would it take for this to be successful where it could be tested on humans?
So when we do the vaccinations in animals, what we look for is whether or not they make a good immune response to the vaccine. And then one of the things that we'll test is whether or not the immune response that the mice generate is one that will prevent infection of cell lines that could be infected with the virus. And basically we're asking whether or not whether or not the mice that get vaccinated make an immune response that can prevent the virus from infecting human cells. And if that works, then that would be a good reason to try it in humans.
And how big would a vaccine be to have a vaccine in the fight against COVID?
So in the long run, I think it's going to be critically important. Whether this is the vaccine that will do it or not, we don't know. But I think when thinking about this virus and its ability to infect people, it is a very infectious virus. And in the long run, if we want to prevent and keep people safe from getting infected with a relatively virulent virus that can kill people, a vaccine is really the only way to do that. We hope we get therapeutics as well that can be used to treat people that are infected, but the better approach would be to prevent people from getting infected in the first place, and really a vaccine is the only way to do that.
How does it feel to be personally involved in this project? I mean, so many of us kind of feel a little bit helpless, but there's something that you guys are actually doing to make a difference in this.
So my lab and a number of the other labs that are going to be working on this project have worked on vaccine responses for a really long time, both in humans and in animals. And it's really gratifying to be a part of something that has the potential to have a huge impact for human disease. So we're really grateful to have the opportunity. I hope it works, but whatever we come out with will certainly lead the fight forward in terms of learning new knowledge that will allow us that if this vaccine doesn't work, we'll learn something from it that will hopefully will help the design of the next vaccine. So we're really glad we get to be a part of it.
Anything else you want to make sure to add or mention as a part of this?
I just want to say that this is a group effort from a number of labs here at UAB, including labs in the Department of Microbiology, and the Department of Medicine, and the Department of Anesthesiology. And one of the great things about being at UAB is the capacity to really work in an interdisciplinary way across many different departments and centers, and all come together to address a problem. And we were able to put this together in less than a week, and that's because we really have the capacity, not just in terms of what we can do in terms of research, but also that ability to interact and know who's here and what people are doing. So it's great.